Good evening, I'm Steve Johnson. You can get our iPhone, iPad, and Android app. They're available for free in the App Store and on Google Play. The Dove's also available on Roku as well. From the Dove Newsroom at this hour, as government workers get back to work, President Obama is thanking them and blasting Republican lawmakers. He says the partial shutdown damaged the U.S. economy and America's credibility around the world. Pledging the country will bounce back from this, the president said leaders in Washington should focus on a budget, immigration reform, and a farm bill, among other priorities.
The key now is a budget that cuts out the things that we don't need, closes corporate tax loopholes that don't help create jobs, and frees up resources for the things that do help us grow, like education and infrastructure and research.
Meanwhile, Congress' 4 top budget writers have already met to begin longer-term budget talks. A reminder of earthquake potential has been part of a practice drill in Oregon and around the world. Today was the Great Shakeout Drill, as earthquake preparedness was practiced among more than 24 million people around the world. This year's focus was on fires that may be sparked by ruptured utility lines after a quake. In Oregon, the concern is the Cascadia subduction zone along the coast that would be impacting the entire state. The Red Cross's Amy Thurman says you should have a checklist and enough food to last for 2 weeks.
I think a lot of people will answer, yes, I'm prepared, and then when you give them the checklist of exactly what being prepared looks like, you start finding that maybe 30% of people are actually prepared. Yeah, I think getting really specific with looking at the checklist of what you should have on hand gives you a better frame of mind of, am I really actually prepared?
Now, several countries, including Japan and Mexico, have an alert system that gives a few precious seconds of warning to residents after a large quake. Last month, California Governor Jerry Brown approved a law directing state emergency officials to find ways to fund a California statewide quake early warning system by 2016. Well, the barricades have been taken away from the main entrance to Crater Lake National Park as federal employees in Oregon began to go back to work after the end of the government shutdown. But the timber industry said Thursday that it's going ahead with a lawsuit against the U.S. Forest Service. This is over the logging shutdown on national forests. They were shut down because there were no government personnel to oversee the timber sales on those lands. Well, let's take a look at what we can expect on the weather scene as we move into the weekend. For Medford and Grants Pass, clear skies tonight, a low of 40. Sunny Friday and Saturday with a high of 78 tomorrow, 77 on Saturday. For the Klamath Falls area, clear skies tonight as well. Sunny tomorrow and Saturday, a high tomorrow of 68 and 69 expected on Saturday. Along the coast in Brookings, clear skies tonight, a low of 53, then sunny Friday and Saturday, 69 the high tomorrow, and 66 the high expected on Saturday. For the Port Orford and Coos Bay area, partly cloudy skies tonight, a low of 47, with a high tomorrow of 70 and sunny skies. A repeat, but just a few degrees cooler on Saturday with a high of 67. And for Northern California and Wairika, clear skies tonight, 36 the low, then sunny tomorrow and Saturday, a high of 73 tomorrow, a high of 74 on Saturday, lows in the mid-30s. And that's a look at news and weather. You're up to date with the latest right here on the Dove.